Yes, and then speaking of new music, this past week, Snoh Aalegra dropped her most recent album. It's called Temporary Highs in the Violent Skies, and I love a album title that rhymes or flows. So that's how we're gonna start this little segment because it is it's always hard to come up with like even a name for the episodes, and so for you to get something that's just gonna flow like off the tongue like that, perfect. So temporary highs in the violet skies is the newest project from Snoh Aalegra. She starts off the project with Indecisive, then she gets into Lost You, In Your Eyes, which is actually one of my favorite songs. And it's because it's like it starts off with like a hip hop kind of like feeling the song.
Like drum pattern?
Yeah, like a drum pattern. And I like that when people combine like kind of like a hip hop feel into an R&B song because her voice is so beautiful and melodic and angelic almost, if you will. And so that was one of my favorite songs. She has 2 songs with Tyler the Creator. Let me go down a little bit more. So after In Your Eyes is Just Like That. And she also has Neon Peach, which is featuring Tyler the Creator. I believe he also produced the song as well. He produced the 2 songs that he is featured on. So shout out to Tyler the Creator. We're going to talk about his project later as well. And something that I was seeing on social media was some people weren't too fond of the project. Some people were saying that, you know, since those feelings, that project, like that project and then this project, they're like, I guess, comparing it, and it's like not what they wanted. I know my best friend, shout out to Stephanie, my sister, she didn't really care for the project like that, and I had listened to it like 5 times that day. And I'm also the type of person who, when I like an artist, I want to hear their project multiple times because you there's certain things that you just don't catch. And that's something that I definitely did with this album, because something that I liked about it was that it kind of like made me want to be in love. And like, cause there's some, I don't know which song it is, but there is a song where she's talking about, like forever not being enough, like to be with you. Like, I want to feel that way. Like, I want to feel like I want to have a love where like, man, even like having you forever in my life or having you for the rest of my life still isn't enough, because I want to be with you longer than that. And I just feel like a lot of artists don't speak like this. Like the vulnerability that she puts into her music isn't something that is refreshing, I think. You know what I mean? Like, that's just
Oh, for sure.
yeah, that's just something that that's just something that I heard the most, is like the love and like the feeling of like wanting to be in love or being in love, and just like how like old school R&B did for you, like,
Yeah.
you know, like made you want to be in love, or made you want to like text homeboy and be like, yo, I want you.
I haven't heard these projects entirely, but would you say that Those Feels was more of a breakup album and this one's more of a relationship album?
It could be that. I mean, something that I read that she said, because somebody mentioned that they're like, oh, I don't know who was in charge of the beats for Snoh Aalegra, this album or whatnot, but, you know, like, it just wasn't it, kind of thing. And then she was just like, yeah. And then she responded and basically said, like, I was the one who picked them and I don't want to make the same project again.
Right.
Go ahead.
Do you see artistic growth in this project, or like?
Of course, I definitely do, because, like she said, like she's using the different beats. Her voice is, you know, it's still Snoh Aalegra's voice, but you start to see like, okay, she didn't want to make the same project as last time. And honestly, like, I love that album, but I wouldn't want to hear it again. Like, if she were to come out with something exactly the same as that album, I would be like, well, why don't you just extend the other one? Like, are these just tracks that didn't make that album? Like, no, that album was 2 years ago. Like, give me something different, basically. And so for me, like, I appreciate an album that's like that, because don't give me this, like, it's like, how is it the saying that says, don't piss on me and tell me that it's raining. Like that's what she would have done.
Yeah.
And then that's what people would have been saying if she would have came out with a project the same as that. And then people are like, oh, but she should have came a little bit better. Listen, this project is awesome. Another favorite song of mine. Okay, so we don't talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. Tangerine Dreams is one of my favorite ones too. I don't know what it is about songs with fruits, but they always catch my attention.
You really do love a song with some fruit.
And so like that was like a song that I really enjoyed, and I thought it was really cute. And then so there's also Temporary Highs, and she also has a song that's called Violet Skies. So what I like, something that I'm very big on, is listening to a project in order. Like that's something that I think that it is important. The sequence of the album. People who listen to albums on shuffle, you are serial killers, okay? Because I don't know how y'all do it. Because to me, especially being in like the music industry, I know what it takes into coming up with a track list and the sequence and the storytelling of the tracks and the reason why they are in that order. Right. So when someone listens to it out of order or listens to it a different way, I'm like, what were you thinking? Do you know that they had a meeting about the sequence? Why aren't you listening to it in order? Like, it makes no sense. So, something that I really did, another thing that I enjoyed was this. I always also love when they have the name of the project either in the track or you hear it in a song. So she actually did Temporary Skies as a one track and then Violet Skies as the other. Yeah, and then so she also has she has another song with Tyler the Creator. I mentioned that she has two, and then she also has James Fauntleroy.
Love him. Is there a difference from like
the two different Tyler songs?
The Temporary Highs and the Violet Sky. Like, is there a different vibe between those two, or is it kind of?
Part of the reason why I didn't go track by track, like I was thinking, was
or how those basic ass reviews you
because I suck at knowing the names of songs. Like the two songs that I love is because I want to go back and listen to them. Or what happens, I'm like, what's this song? Because like I need to know the name of this song so that I can listen to it again.
It's easy to remember. Tangerine.
Yeah, and then the In Your Eyes, yeah.
We do not own this music. Shout out to Rock Nation.
Bro, like, how are people talking shit about this?
What I've heard from it sounds great. I think,
right?
I think it sounds better from what I heard from All Your Feels, but that's just me.
Yeah.
You know? I can understand a fan base wanting a certain sound, though. But, like,
yeah,
bruh, allow this person to grow. Though.
But even, you know what's funny? Is that I wasn't the biggest fan of Dying for Your Love. And so when this project came out, I was just like, if it's going to be something like that, then I'm okay. I almost didn't listen to this project because of Dying for Your Love. And I'm happy that I did, which now we're just going to go ahead and rate the project. I personally, in my personal opinion, this is mine, not yours. So if you have a rebuttal, go ahead and put in the comments. But I would give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah. An 8 out of 10 because it's not a 10 because I heard it the day it came out, and then I just heard it before the episode because I knew we were going to talk about it. It wasn't a project that I was just like...
Transparency, baby.
I was just like, hold up, gotta listen to the project on Saturday and Sunday. Nah, because if we're being real, I've been listening to that WizKid project non-stop. Non-stop. If y'all don't know, Essence is a song of the summer.
Comment below if you want her to review that too.
Yeah, no, that project is amazing. And then the song right after that song is just amazing too. So yeah, so it's definitely an 8. Snoh Aalegra, thank you so much for this project. I appreciate it. It makes me believe in love again. Not that I ever stopped believing, but I can see this song being played at somebody's wedding and one of these songs being played at somebody's wedding. So shout out to you. And listen, it's not easy to make an album. So listen, if this is a masterpiece that you wanted to give us, I accept it and I take it fully. And I'm talking shit. I'll probably listen to the album again. So especially like listening to it more. So yeah.